What's going on, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George and Goes always deliver the big names. Today we get to talk to a former world champion in the bantamweight division over at Bellator, now fighting for the PFL, Raufeon Stots. Super. He's got
Let's
Marco
go.
Breno coming up on the Battle of the Giants card on October 19th. Goes and I will be doing a watch along for that event. This guy's the star of the prelims. What's up, Raufeon? How are you?
What's up, man? I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Long time no talk, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We're fired up, though. We like talking to you. You always bring good energy in the cage when you're getting down, throwing hands, or even when you do interviews, or even when you're on the host desk. And like Ghost told you, we've pushed your name out there. I think you could be a big star for PFL.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm hoping, put me on the mic. Get me in a suit. Let me go. Let me go talk some crap to some people on live air. That'd be fun.
Have you done that already and told them that you're willing to do that since the transfer of Bellator over to PFL? It has been 10 months. Some of it's on you, too.
It is on me. I don't even know who to talk to, bro. I don't know who to talk to start that. But that is my fault. I should be hitting them up. I didn't even think about that, bro. I only think about the matchmaking and I only think about like getting fights. But that's on me. I'm gonna find a person. That's gonna be my goal. Matter of fact, this fight week, I'm gonna find a person to see if I can maybe I can like a stage hand or something just to get close to the people to talking and then get the mic one time. So I'm gonna get on it.
Raufeon. Did you just say I don't know how to get to someone or what? You're a former world champion. You know a lot of people in the sport, not just the PFL. But now you saved yourself at the end. You did say it's on me, but 10 months have gone by, and you know that in life you don't get anywhere if you don't scratch and claw and say stuff. You got so much talent that a lot of others wish they had, and you can't do this forever. You're really good at it, but you can't do it forever. But one thing you can do is run your mouth. I say that respectfully.
Right.
Knowledge,
you know what?
And you got passion.
You exactly right. And I got no excuse but myself. I was like so focused here that I didn't even see the announcing desk over here. I was like so focused. But I need to broaden my goddamn range and get back to, something that I love doing that stuff. That stuff is like super fun. Anytime that I've been on the desk, it's been like a great time, So but you brought me back. You brought me back. I was focused here, but I'm back now. I'm back. I'm telling you. When I say something, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get on that goddamn desk. PFL, if y'all listening now, if y'all listening in the future, I want to be on the desk. I'm gonna say it here. I want to be on the desk at least one time. Give me a shot, goddamn.
Have you ever hosted, right? And because you're studying fights for the event and then you watch the event, have you actually ever learned tactics and techniques and said, man, I got to bring that to my game?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's kind of the same as when you're like coaching something, like you're watching to coach it. I feel like you learn better whenever you. So like when I'm announcing, I think I seen it was Brendan. No, God dog, what's his name? Fred. He just retired. He was from Connecticut. Bellator, the 100% finish rate. But I watched one of his fights. Commentating this fight, and like studying to commentate this fight. That I was like, oh man, the way he throws his punches and implements grappling is different, and I implemented it. So that's definitely a thing that, it happened. It's happened before.
Was it the guy that was kind of a street fighter that took some time off, and I think he had some struggles?
Yeah.
Do you remember who he was? Nolan King did.
Brendan Ward.
Brendan Ward.
Okay.
Brendan Ward. Goddamn Brendan Ward for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. That's good that you're learning from that angle as well, because I think we always just want to evolve, right? Now, how do you make sure you don't overlook this guy? You've mixed it up with some of the best in the business, and they're giving you this guy who, I'm going to be honest, I haven't even heard of him, but he looks like he's got a formidable record. But how do you make sure you don't overlook him and get in some trouble and spoil the big fights that are ahead of you. Because Peter Murray, the CEO of PFL, says bantamweight is definitely in the future of PFL.
Let's go. The way I don't overlook this guy, I mean, I'm trying to, envision I'm him. If I'm him, he's had a long layoff too. He had a long layoff, and his last fight was not the best fight. You know what I mean? He lost to somebody I lost to, and I'm sure he's steaming about that. And he's had over a year to think about that. You know what I mean? And he's a young fighter too. So I'm guessing if I was him, I would be coming in to take somebody's head off, because I've been festering in this defeat that that I've been trying to get off. You know what I mean? So I think he sees this as a big opportunity to make a name for himself right away, and to erase that stink from his last performance off. I think the trash talk kind of got the best of him this last fight. So I think he's gonna come in, guns blazing, and he's got power in his hands. He's a Brazilian black belt. He's just a guy that hasn't been around as long. So if you look at the fight too, the fight is kind of like a Temu version of the main event fight, with Francis Ngannou and
Temu.
Because it's like, I'm a veteran African, like Francis, and he's a young powerhouse Brazilian, you know what I mean? So I think that's why they wanted me on this feature prelim. They wanted me to showcase and get the people interested and be like, hey man, it's gonna be a big burner. They the big giants, we the little giants. So come out, come check it out.
You brought up a loss, and since your loss, you've been able to get a win. But
yeah,
by your same logic, does that not kind of take away a little bit from that sting, or does it have to be that particular opponent for that to go away? Because getting a win is a good step forward, right? And now you got another fight in front of you. Yeah.
Well, no, I think it took away a little bit of the sting, but I'm still solely focused. Well, I'm not solely focused, but I'm super focused on getting back. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm super petty. I'm petty as hell. So I want all of my losses back. The 2 losses that I have are the 2 current world champions, and I believe both of those losses were due to flukes. Not to take anything away from the fighters that perform those knockouts, but they ain't recreating that shit. They ain't doing that shit over and over. They lightning don't strike twice, okay? So so I think I have the best case, to get back. Yeah, especially the Patchy fight. The Murad fight was a long time ago. I was still young, but I really want my Patchy fight back. I want to have that fight again, and I think I have the best attributes to dethrone him. So it took off a little esteem, me getting a win afterwards, but I'm still full steam ahead, trying to get back to that title picture.
You know what this is? This is a super petty fist bump, because I am team super petty.
Super petty, man. I'm petty as hell.
You gotta live life like that.
Hey, I'm petty to the point I want them to win, but because I want them to lose to me. That's how petty I am. I'm petty as hell, man.
You want to know how petty I am? The other day at McDonald's, they gave me chicken nuggets with no sauce. You know how much bullshit that is? So you know what I did? I went back the next time and asked for 2 sauces, one to make up for the last one. You gotta be petty.
You gotta be petty. You got doggone right. You gotta be petty. Because otherwise, people gonna try to run over you, god dog.
Yep. Let me ask you this: that road back to the title.
Yep.
How long do you think it is? What do you think you need to do?
I think I'm back in the title picture after this, especially if they gonna give Leandro Higo with the ears he got. I think if they gonna give him the fight, I think I'm in title picture after a dominant win here. That fight got postponed. I don't know for what reason, but yeah, I think I'm in title picture immediately after this fight.
100% healthy. Do you think 2025 you can roll off a good chunk of fights in that year?
Yeah. as long as everything, falls in line with PFL, I've been ready to fight, So like I don't know what their plans is, going forward. But I think I can rack off a good chunk of wins if given the opportunity. So we'll kind of see what happens. I know there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I don't know about, so I don't like fault anybody, but I would like to stay active as I can.
Would you want to do a season, which is 2 regular season fights and 2 playoff fights? So that's like 4 fights from like April to about November. It's a lot of wear and tear on the body, but I'm sure you've wrestling world, you got that down pat.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Like I would do I would do those amount of fights, especially because now I believe that I'm in the prime of my career. And I don't want to waste these years, I feel like my knowledge has been the highest it's been. I feel like everything else is like dialed in. My strength and conditioning and my training schedule is dialed in. So I don't want to waste these years. So as often as I can fight, I will fight.
If they don't go forward with a bantamweight division to your liking, whether it's in that format, what kind of grounds do you have to say, well, then maybe let me go, I suppose? Here's why I asked. I just found out Yaroslav Amosov, former Bellator champ, he kind of wrote out his contract. He's going to try and take a fight and then see if he can get on with the UFC. Now, his case is different because PFL features a welterweight division, but your division is kind of in limbo. So where do you stand on that? Are you, with your contract situation?
At the end of the day, whatever is best for my family, or I guess my career, directly affects what happens in my family. So if they don't want to use me, I'll go. If they use me, then I'll stay. If they don't want to use me though, or if they don't, have a plan for me, then I'll take whatever options out there for me.
Are you close to the end of your contract?
You say what?
Where are you in terms of your contract situation?
Oh, I still got fights left on my contract.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
I'm wait. Yeah, so I still got fights on my contract, and I'm happy with my contract. As long as they're happy, I guess paying me the contract and getting me fights. That's my main thing. And it's more now. Before it was more about the money. Now for me, it's more about the milking my career for as long as I can, or this prime, milking this prime of my career for as much as I can, and I'm lucky now. I'm in a place where I was smart with my money, Granted, I mean, if people offer me more money, I'll take it, but for me, I think I'm thinking about my legacy, and then just getting what I can out of my career.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Whatever's left of your camp, good luck with it. Be safe with your travels, your weight cut, and put on a show like you always do, man, on the 19th.
I was gonna say, you got any travel tips for me for Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Anything I should not do?
What you do is when you land,
all
right? When you land, don't go. You want to adjust to time right away, right? So when you land, you stay up as long as you can, so that what time do you normally go to sleep here in America?
Like 9, 10.
That early?
Yeah, I got to put the kids to bed. Sometimes I fall asleep with them.
Okay, if that's what you're looking for, then if you land at 6 a.m. or whatever, 8, 12, and you're tired, you got to stay awake. You do a workout and then try and go to bed at 9, and you might be able to beat the jet lag quicker, but you got to drag it out.
Like 9,
if you land,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, their time, because you want to adjust to their time. You want to be on that circadian of the sun. We all wake up with the sun and eat our breakfast. So the sooner you can get to that, the better. And what I've heard from fighters is staying awake, throughout the day and getting a good workout in. Huh?
What about on a flight?
If it helps you sleep on the flight. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I can sleep on the flight.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I'll be knocked out.
Well, you shouldn't have problems when you get there staying awake. Coming home though will be a MFer. Watch out for that. That's usually the worst one of the two. Is usually coming home.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You got it. Thanks for the interview. Talk to you soon, man.
Yeah. No problem.